Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I wait for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm gonna go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on.
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girls from the women. Now let's get to work.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on
Well,
y'all come on in, baby.
Hello, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting for so long, but we had some technical difficulties in Houston, so I think it must be raining or maybe some bad Wi-Fi out there. But we're going to start the show. We done wasted 30 minutes of your time, which we are sorry for. So let's bring in Dominique. Dominique, is she coming in? What? Hey. You on mute, Dominique.
Okay, here I go. Hi, Neil. How are you?
I'm doing well. I've been sitting here for 20 minutes just drinking.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Hennessy and Coke tonight.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm drinking a man's drink.
It's 10:30, though, there. Is it 10? Are you on the same time as I am?
Mm-hmm.
And
it's
you got to go to work tomorrow and you're drinking like that?
Yes. You got to drink these type of drinks, though.
Oh, my God. I can't do Hennessy.
What you drink?
Now, if I'm at the club, I like to shoot tequila with a pickle bag. But if I'm just sipping on alcohol, it has to be something sweet.
Oh, see, no, we not. I can't talk to you anymore. Where's Aja at? Where's Aja at?
Hey, Aja.
You on mute.
Hey, what's going on?
Honey, you look comfortable.
I am over here on my black ass, on the floor.
You said you on the floor?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to sleep on the floor tonight.
Well, really? Is it for your back?
No, Dominique, you haven't. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, because you haven't read any messages.
No, I have not. How's your week been?
Good. How about you all?
It's been good. It's been really good.
That's what's up.
So, I went to Dallas this past weekend and hung out there. I had a good time. It was a nice short trip. I got to see my best friend, saw Chevelle, saw Larry. I just like Dallas. I didn't really go out to the club. Well, I went out to the show, but that was it.
You like to travel a lot because every time we go online, you in a different location. So is it that you just like being in different environments, or do you just have different dates in different parts of the country?
He had them perks.
Okay. I have the perks that allow me to fly.
Oh, okay.
So I get around.
Mm-hmm.
More than just on the airplane?
Yes. What about you, Aja?
Well, I went into my clinicals of my phlebotomy school this week. So that's moving along. I should be completed end of February. So that was exciting for me.
So you gonna be giving people shots?
Yeah, no, I'll be drawing blood. I
want to draw blood.
You need to what?
I want to draw blood.
How you want to do it?
Any way possible.
Oh, Lord.
Speaking of drawing blood, I'm sure you're going to get somebody blood boiling tonight. Let's bring in Trent.
Yes, the blood boiler.
Hi, Trent.
How y'all doing today?
We're good.
How you doing?
Tonight.
You going to be good tonight?
No, I meant tonight. Oh, no, I ain't never good.
Oh.
Too much shit going on and all the blogs, all the Facebook posts, the open shitty booties and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's too much to talk about.
Oh, boy.
It's a lot to talk about.
It's a lot. I'm no longer on Facebook officially, so.
You got kicked out of Facebook jail?
Well, I was in jail and I got so pissed off, I just deleted the whole page.
They gonna let you out in a minute.
You know, our special guest tonight is someone who I just love getting into it with. So let's bring in our special guest, Miss Portia.
Portia!
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Portia.
Hey, sis.
Hey,
Dominique.
Hi, Portia.
Hey, Neil.
Hey.
Trent. I didn't like the way when Dominique was still speaking to you, asking you about your stuff, Neil, you just cut her off and went to Audra. She wasn't through with you.
Oh, okay. I'm through with you, though. So let's bring in another special guest.
No, it don't work like that, boo.
Let's bring in another special guest.
Hey, Trent, how are you?
We missed you.
We don't miss Portia.
I miss all of you guys, except for... Now you can carry on, sis.
Not sis.
Can you bring in our other special guest, Miss US of A?
My sister.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Kennedy.
There you go, Kennedy.
Let me tell y'all, I have been cooking all day and still cooking. I'm like multitasking right now.
What you cooking? Some fried chicken?
Why you cooking that long?
I have fried 60 pounds of chicken today.
Oh my God. Wow. You got a restaurant now?
No, I'm thinking smart, not working hard. I'm saving I'm doing dinners and stuff to get merchandise for DragCon so I can use that to finish paying for my give up.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
So
my girl.
my give up gown is paid for already, but the amount of dancers that I'm going to have final night, I need the extra money. So I'm working.
But wait a minute, you already won, right?
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna shut it down again. I have reigned. It will be 3 years, come May, and we have to. I mean, this has to be right. So I've been working hard with the board and just trying to find other ways outside of taking care of my household. Find other sources of income, and the dinner went well today.
So Kennedy, you about to shut it down and open it, and then everybody talent's gonna be bored after that. So you're gonna be comparing their talents to your opening, like, child.
Yeah, because it's going to be a huge opening, and as a matter of fact, I have another production to open up preliminary night. So both of them are going. Well, the first one will be a high energy opening dance number, and with dancers and stuff that's going to feel S4, and then I have the big production final night.
Is Colexis and Coffee dancing with you too?
My mom will be dancing with me final night.
And what about Coffee?
No. You being funny?
Portia, are you competing this year?
For Continental.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
But
Portia.
it's good to see everybody. It's good to see.
Good to see you as well.
Oh, you know, I saw Kennedy this weekend too.
Yes, and I have been watching the show, and oh my God, I just say every week Trent needs a whooping, bitch.
You know what? This be for fun. I hope nobody see me out and smack the shit out of me. I really do.
Right?
This is like... Oh my God.
Portia, what you been up to since we haven't saw you in a while?
I've been getting ready for Glamorous. Preparing for my prelim to Continental, and just getting some stuff together for our brand new opening for our new Hamburger Mary's, and working.
So Hamburger Mary's got a new
do they
location?
have a targeted date for Hamburger Mary's?
Huh?
Do they have a targeted open date yet?
I think she posted that we're supposed to open like on Valentine's, somewhere off up in that area.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
really
I'll
not
see
sure,
you the following week then.
Huh?
I'll see you the following week.
Yeah, so we got us a spot. I'm super excited about that because truly I miss those Saturdays. And Sunday, I actually just miss the people. I actually miss everyone because I really don't see them like that anymore.
That was the place to. It's definitely the place to be, Hamburger Mary's.
So, you know, we started off late, but we got a whole bunch of hot topics. So let's go to a commercial break and come back and get ready to get into it. All right.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Hey, don't run from the Lord!
Look at that. I can't save you, Jake. I can't save you.
What are you doing? Test the TV?
No.
Test the fucking TV?
No.
Oh, God, There. It's a joke.
Yes, I just laid her, book the look, hair by.
Bitch, you ain't slave shit, cause this ain't how the fuck I wanted my hair.
Yeah.
Power that sweatpants have.
Bitch, I hope I can push. Okay. That's it. Okay. Now we're gonna get behind that push me up here. Oh, Elaine, you need to close the door. Bobby, so Bobby, oh Elaine, oh shit, oh Elaine, Bobby done fell. Lord have mercy, Bobby. Bobby done fell on her back. God, Bobby, how we gonna get you up? Oh Jesus Christ! What you doing falling? Oh.
What?
What she said?
Well, I tell you that video right there with Bobby falling.
Girl, y'all know what? I ain't seen damn video. Not one.
Portia, get out of here.
What, Neil?
Nothing.
I like your hair.
Thank
Neil,
you.
what topics we got to talk about today? The people ready for some gossip. They ready for some juiciness. Now, what we got on the docket tonight? Enough about our ass.
Okay. Well, first we got Tara Mugler that passed this week. Last week it was Andre Leon Talley. Now another fashion giant has passed, and I know a lot of girls have wore his stuff, and a lot of girls have mimicked his stuff on stage. And what's so funny, Asha?
Nothing.
I mean, everybody can't afford a Mugler.
No, I'm just saying you were right.
None but the perfume angel. That's about it.
But I want to. Yes. So that's like, that was sad. But it was really sad to me that I didn't really follow fashion like that. But Regina King's son passing, now that was like really, really sad.
Yeah.
That broke my heart.
Yeah. So did y'all see B Scott? They was letting her have it.
About what?
What she do?
Because of the way, because it said it was like breaking news, and it was like, I guess she was trying to be the first to post it or whatever, and they were saying she was being she wasn't being sensitive to someone killing themselves. It's how she posted it.
Gotcha.
They was wearing her out on Twitter.
But you know, that's how, you know, Instagram and stuff, that's how stuff get lost in translation. Again, we can't tell people how to grieve and how they should act when something goes on in their life. That's their moment.
Right.
And everybody want to be the first to report something.
Right, and that's what they were saying. Like, some things, they were saying some things you just shouldn't be so in a rush to be the first to talk about, because it was suicide. It was, you know, this is serious, and they was letting her have it.
Well, I mean, not to be insensitive, but somebody was going to be the first to break it.
Yeah. Right. I think it's just how. I think it's just how you do it and what you say. You know, it's breaking news, but you know, our heart goes out to Regina King, who, you know, lost her son. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little bit more personal versus a headline, because that's what it was. It was like a headline with no detail, and it was very cold.
Because, you know, everybody want their clicks. You got to have a nice thing, so you got to click it. So,
now my heart just goes out to her, because you can tell the adoration she had for her son and how she admired him. Everywhere she went, she took him to the Oscars. She took him almost everywhere she went. And somebody showed a clip of her talking about her son, because if y'all watch 7 Seconds, y'all remember she played the mother of a son who had got killed. And she talked about how she couldn't bear to live without her child, how devastating that would be. And now, fast forward, we're here. So my heart goes out to her, because from what we see and what social media says, look like they had such a great relationship. But that goes to show you, you never know what people are going through. No matter what you got, how you got it, what position you in, who your mom is, who your dad is. You know, you just never know what people are going through, because mental health is so real, and it's something that's not talked about a lot in our community, because we shy away from it, you know. So it's hard to tell your feelings and how you really feel about something without people judging you so heavy. So when you got these friends that say something is going on, double down and check on them. You have to. You have to.
You're right. No, Chevelle is having issues.
Woo!
What about Kelly Price, though? Kelly Price, she had put out a meme.
But what did she say in the beginning? What did she say in the beginning to make this lady go off?
Well, I think the lady, I'm not sure what she said, but I know the lady kind of defended R. Kelly and said something like, Kelly Price should be careful.
Okay, so in this business, and nobody really wants to talk about it, in this business, that's not odd. That's actually the culture. It's the culture. And now that I have seen. I have seen that culture. I've seen mothers bring their daughters backstage.
Well, see, this
and that's the thing that nobody wants to talk about.
That's the dirty part of it.
Yeah.
Is that every victim had a parent who was anxious to help them get
change
into
the lifestyle,
business.
get into the business, make some money.
I think what Kelly Price is saying is true. A lot of people be looking for a come up, and R. Kelly is a come up. So R. Kelly, any artist, and sometimes.
So she's saying that people were pimping their kids out, basically.
Yes.
Basically, that's what she was saying, and I guess the woman got offended
Yes.
at what she said.
We might have a clip from the mother.
Oh, we do.
Okay, she had a tweet. So it's like, for whatever reason, other moms are backstage or in business meetings at the studio. It doesn't give him the right to recruit for his cult. Let's say your mom was backstage with you doing legitimate business moves in the industry. Does that automatically mean you back there not for your talents and just as a groupie? No, it does not. What he did to my family and I is inhumane, and all who knew should be, I guess that should be brought to justice along with him, like Kevin Giles, Cheryl Mack, who turned a blind eye. I encourage you to tread lightly. So evidently she took what Kelly Price said as if Kelly was referring to her. And, and then in Kelly's response, she's, after she said a few things that she said, I guess somebody got hit and the dog was hollering or something along those lines that she said.
Yeah. And
but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Finish that.
But my thing is, if you're trying to get your child in the industry, then set up a business meeting at an office. They should be backstage at some concert to talk to the man. If that's what you're there for, go to where business meetings are held. They're not held backstage in dressing rooms. And especially if you're dealing with somebody that has a reputation of doing such things. Because this has been throughout his entire career. So if you know that you're dealing with someone that has a history of doing such things, then why would you put your child in that position to where they could be possibly taken advantage of?
Absolutely.
That's just my take on it.
That Dominique, I wholeheartedly agree with you, and I think Kelly Price is speaking from what she really actually seen. Back in the day, her and R. Kelly wrote a lot of stuff together. He used her as one of his writers, and he produced a lot of her music, so she saw this stuff firsthand. It ain't like she's speaking out the side of her neck. A hit dog are always hard, and I think this mother, kind of felt attacked because that's what happened with her, probably. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sure that wasn't the first time somebody probably said that to her. She's probably been hearing this all along. People probably were saying, well, what you take your daughter there for anyway, and all this other kind of stuff. So Kelly struck a nerve.
Yeah, she struck a nerve. That's like I feel about Michael Jackson, too, because when people come to taking their children around Michael Jackson, he's supposed to be a child molester. Why would you keep bringing children around him if that's what's going on with him? I think it's all they set it up for money. People wanted fame. They wanted whatever they can get out of it. If they did that to them, we're not upholding these people and they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to victim shame anybody, but at some point too, some other people have to take accountability for what's been going on as well. Y'all walking these people right through the door of a child molester, a said child molester, or somebody like R. Kelly who does all these nefarious acts to these young ladies and stuff. So you walking people in these rooms. What do you think he's gonna do if that's the case? Right? Somebody said Bill Cosby too. You know, so.
Yeah, but I mean, but somebody was saying that, you know, big breaks happen at concerts, but not business meetings. I mean, if you're not there to perform, then you don't come to talk about business at a concert. Now, if somebody say, okay, why don't you come do a hot spot and I'm gonna let you sing, then I can understand you taking advantage of a big break. But if I'm trying to get into the business, I'm not coming to talk about that business in a performance place.
Yes.
Where dancers are running around, alcohol is flowing, and I mean, especially if you're talking about a child.
If that's the environment in which they do things in, it might not always be in a necessary office space, but it might be in the studio where they're drinking and smoking and doing those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think about Jenny and Jeezy and their baby being gender fluid or letting their child decide?
What? This shit is going too far.
But then they announced it was a girl on the show.
It is a girl.
Okay. So they're gonna raise the child and allow it to make its own decision, basically.
Yes. Okay. But isn't that what
every child should be able to make their own
decision?
Isn't
that what parents are doing now though?
No.
I mean,
every child should.
Not all of them, but Jeannie and
I'm a host, transsexual.
I missed
woman,
that. I missed reading
I raised
that.
My son and my husband had 5 kids, and we raised all of them. Did nobody stir differently than what they were supposed to?
They say the baby is genderless. Sources say Jeannie and Jeezy believe their child should decide what their gender will be. They say expressing one's gender identity is a personal decision that a child should make on its own. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't know. I'm on the fence about that shit. I'm on the fence about that. Let me tell you why. Because for now, this child will understand anything. Okay? If it's a girl, it's a girl right now. When it gets older, when this child gets older and it starts to veer another way and you see this behavior, then you step in to decide what's going to happen. But to say that at 0, what they saw in the child already is the child wearing joggers or sweatpants or something. Is she masculine already?
If I could have wore girl clothes at 7 years old, I would have wore girl clothes. I don't feel no different than I felt at 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 than at the age I feel now.
Good. And guess
what?
I
have always felt the same way.
And when you got a chance to feel the way you really need to feel, you was on your own and you was able to make certain decisions that was more based on how you felt. As a child, you're not fully understanding what life is. You knew something was different about you, but you did not know what to call it. You did not know what it was. You had to learn certain things before you got and automatically say, oh, this is going to be a little girl now. You know what I'm saying?
No. Because I knew I wanted to be a girl. I used to pray when I went to sleep at night, Lord, when I wake up in the morning, let it be gone. So you just never know what a child walk is or what their story is. You just never know what an individual is going through. And they like to say kids don't know. Yes, we do.
Well,
I knew.
You were 7 years old knowing this. This is a brand new baby. And they already putting titles and stigmas on this baby already. This is a brand new baby. Let the
when you say
baby
brand new baby, is the baby 1 year old?
No, the baby is
newborn.
Oh.
It's some silly shit.
She just had the baby last week.
I know what it is.
Okay.
Our society is so different now. It's all about pronouns and how to address people now. Nothing's wrong with that. But it's like everybody jump on this train just to look cool at the moment. Like when Kale came out, everybody want to be on Kale now. That used to be fucking decorations around the fucking plate. But it's like every time something gets popular, everybody wants in on it.
Wants
it's
to do
too fucking early. Jenny Ma and Jeezy.
I'm sorry. I didn't know the baby was a newborn.
Well, maybe Portia, maybe you can talk about this. Biden's administration took a loss this week because they wanted companies over 100 employees to be vaccinated, but Supreme Court said no. And I also feel that they shouldn't be vaccinated either. Like, I don't think it should be mandatory.
It should be a choice.
I think it should be. At a place of business, I do. I deal with that every day with customers walking in our store. They'll walk in the door like they don't see our sign that you have to wear a mask inside our store. A lot of them will come in. And the first thing come out of my mouth, I don't even say good morning. The first thing I said, you don't have a face mask? And they'll say something like, well, good morning to you too. But do you have a face mask? Because you clearly walk past that sign that's on their door that said you need one in here. And the reason being is it's a rental car place. All different types of people come in and out all throughout the day. So to protect yourself and others, regardless if you want to wear it or not, it's to protect you or others. You wear your face mask. But I've been vaccinated. We have to.
But we talk about
vaccination.
vaccination.
Have to wear it. And everybody in my store had to go get vaccinated and get the booster as well.
She got a 40 80 interview. Portia, I really missed you because I missed you getting on when we talk about celebrities, then you start talking about something else. I really missed you.
Wait. He said that we're talking about the job that said that everybody should get vaccinated and they don't feel like they should, right?
I don't feel like everybody for companies over 100 should be vaccinated. I mean, I don't
But you was talking about wearing masks. We were talking about
okay. Well, I went there because of the whole situation about the vaccination and my job. But yes, back to the vaccination point, I feel like everybody should be vaccinated and get the booster as well. It's not just to protect yourself; it's to protect others. Not that it's going to keep you even from getting the disease, because people have been vaccinated and gotten the booster and still gotten sick. They probably didn't get sick as others that haven't been vaccinated, but it still helps.
Okay, Portia, we get it.
I do think it's I think they should as well, because I think it'll keep everybody working. If they go ahead and just do it, it'll keep everybody working. It'll keep the city from shutting down like it did before. And it'll keep everybody working.
I mean, but what about all the other vaccines that we have to take? That you can't even go to school if you don't have them. I mean, we do those. So what's so different? What's so different about this? Because don't you have to be chicken pox, tetanus shots, rubella, and we have to do those.
Dominique,
so why is this? You can't even go to school.
That's different. You have to do that. I mean, school, which is ran by government, but you telling a private company what they have to do with their private company. That's different.
No, because if it's my private company, then I should be able to mandate it if that's what I want to do. Now, if it's a government-run company or a public company, that's different. But if
saying Biden don't have the right to tell Macy's what to do with their employees, if you run it like you want to run it.
Well, I just hi Chevelle. But I just feel that, there are some instances. I understand everybody should have the right to do what they feel like they want to do, what's best for them. But when you're talking about a public health crisis, I think that's different. Now, if it was just a few people getting sick here and there, and all these hundreds and thousands of people didn't die, that's one thing. But this is too serious to be like, because my thing is, I was, somebody had said, well, then how they move and shake should be different. If they don't want to vaccinate, then how they operate should be different. Because you have a right to choose that you don't want to vaccinate, but you don't have a right to kill me because you don't want to do it.
But you have a right to take care of yourself too. You should be masked up. You should do what you need to do and still take the proper precautions to make sure that you're okay too. We can't depend on somebody else to make sure that they're okay within their body. We still got to protect ourselves. This thing is very real. And even though you're vaccinated, they don't stop you from getting it. It don't stop you from dying from it. So you still got to take care of yourself. You still got to keep your mask on in these buildings. You still got to stay 6 feet apart from people. We got to do our part. We can't automatically assume that everybody's going to take the vaccination. We take a chance every day we get up, every day we walk out of our house. That can be your last day. Any day can be your last day. But I'm not dependent 100% on somebody else to make sure that they're vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? I still put my mask on. In some places, I don't. We taking a chance. I think that it hasn't proven much with the vaccination. Like, is it a cure? Is it this? What does it do? People are still on the fence because they don't really know what it is. And it don't bother me that people don't want to get it because that's their body. They can do what they want with their body. If they're taking the chance of getting sicker if they get it, that's the chance they take. But they don't have to automatically pass it on to me because I need to be doing what I'm doing to stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Or no?
Right. I understand. I mean, I'm vaccinated and took the booster shot, but
if you are in a work environment, yeah, I'm taking care of myself. Yes, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but at the same time, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, you should be a team player, and you also need to be taking care of yourself by being vaccinated.
No, we can't. I can't hear you, Chevelle.
Thank you.
Oh, Chevelle, you giving Janet realness tonight. Janet will be on Friday too.
Okay.
And Saturday.
I'm sitting here on Trent. I'm on you, Trent, because you sit up here and talk about you like the way I like to. How I just started talking about something that y'all didn't ask me, but everything that I just said, you just said. I just gave an example of being done in my job.
I like how late you be too. I like how late you be. You came back to that.
Yes, indeed, because I'm sitting up here listening also, and you talked about everything that I just said.
But no, you think that everybody should get vaccinated. I don't mind if they don't. That's their body. That's their choice.
No. You still off the point that I'm making. You said that you've made it seem like I started talking about roses, flowers, and grapes when y'all was asking about pecans and almonds.
Of course, you ain't getting no higher.
Am I lying, Aja?
You ain't getting no.
Thank you. That's all I want.
They fucking with you, Portia.
You ain't getting no higher than
an example of how they do at my job, and they really do that.
I see why.
They get that mask on. I bet you
I see why, Portia.
They either get that mask on or they wait outside for their receipt. Are they kids?
Dominique.
Vaccinated or not?
Dominique, please help her with interview and stuff.
What?
Trent, don't drag me into it.
Dominique get a 60 every time she go. Help her out.
Dominique,
now that's a true statement.
Portia, that's setting your spirit, Portia.
That's setting my spirit.
Dominique, tell us what happened with Gay America. You're a former.
What do you mean? What happened?
Tell us like who won the contest.
Well, Dextacy won, which I'm excited about. Dextacy has been competing for a while. She really had a passion for Miss America, because
How many times she win?
Oh, now that I cannot remember, but it's been quite a few. Okay. And she was first runner-up, I believe, 2 years in a row prior to winning. And she really does have a love for the system. So I think that she's really going to be a great representative.
Where's she from?
She's from Louisiana, I do believe.
Okay.
But they said the contest was amazing. I watched it pay-per-view. The talents were really, really good. And I mean, I think it took a step in a different direction than it has in the past. So I thought it was good. I mean, I wish I could have gone, but I'll be there for my 20 year next year.
Damn, it's been 20 years. How many times did you do it?
20 years.
So, and this is the 50th year of the pageant, correct?
This was the 50th year of the contest.
Congratulations to all.
But there have been 52 Miss Americas, though, because 2 got dethroned.
Oh,
wow.
You
said what?
I said there's actually been 52 Miss Americas because 2 have been dethroned.
Who is this?
Is these the 2 right here?
No, that's Lauren Taylor, Blair Williams, Cody Collins, and Kirby Colby.
Oh, Kayla Collins did really finally win. Yeah, I remember that.
She did.
Okay,
let me ask you. They said there was no black girls in the top. Were they horrible?
No. Because I watched the preliminaries nights as well. There weren't very many contestants of color to begin with.
Okay.
There just wasn't very many of us in the contest to begin with. The young lady from North Carolina, Paris Benet Brooks, she was 11th. So she was very close to making that. But when I tell you, that woman can Anita Baker like nobody I have ever seen. It was absolutely incredible. It was really good.
What kept her out then?
They said it was just a few points that I think they were like they said about 6 or 7 points. She fell out of it was only 4 points. So she was really, really close.
Okay.
She was really, really close.
What's her name? Dextasy?
No, Dextasy won. Yeah, Dextasy won the contest. What you say, Trent?
Her gown was so beautiful. Shout out to Sasha Lauren. Sasha Lauren be cranking some beautiful gowns up out of Texas.
The one that she wore for finals or prelims?
I like the finals the best. Did you like it?
The red one.
The gold.
The gold, like a champagne.
Or was the prelim night?
No, prelim night, it was like purple and pink or something.
Oh, I don't think I saw that.
Yeah. But it was good. I thought it was entertaining. They bought some big productions. It was held in the biggest auditorium there in Little Rock all week.
Yeah. That girl who just gave up EOY, what's her name?
Buffet
had a huge talent, like with big costumes.
Did you see the set? The set was everything.
The set was everything.
That was everything.
Yes, it was.
Woo!
So one of the contestants at Miss Gay America, Athena St. Clair, who was an activist for LGBTQ plus African American and transgender rights, she used every category to bring awareness to one of those rights. And
put me in there.
That's beautiful. I love the hair.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can now.
Take that hold down. Okay. Bitch, look, if I tell y'all this have wore me completely out, y'all, for real. Bitch, let me tell you. Last night when I finished with the show, I put the computer up on the thing and then the camera wouldn't come on. So I went to look to see for the update. It wasn't, it didn't need an update. So today I cut the computer on, it was fine. When I got ready to cut the computer on for the show, the camera wouldn't come on. And it wouldn't come on none of the platforms, Google, Firefox, none of them. So, and then now it needs to update. So now I have to update it. So I go get the other computer, which is the Apple II. So that bitch needs updating too. So everything over here is update, warning. Bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? And then, so I'm trying to tell y'all what to say on the show and run this, run Coco, do this. Sit up here, look at the goddamn thing, like tapping on it. But anyway, bitch, I'm here. Hey, whore. I'm glad everybody said, hey, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you.
Girl, thank you for coming in. We were struggling.
Down from it, Dominique. Huh?
Chevette. We can hear Chevette.
What you say? Y'all gotta, cause I can't even, I don't even have my earpods and none of that stuff. I don't got no earphones. I'm scared to put them in because I think everything go freeze. But everybody okay? We all right?
We all right.
We're all right.
Can y'all say something? Because everybody looking like this.
Because you was freezing up.
If y'all keep moving, y'all gonna think I'm
freezing.
That's why I need y'all to tell me what I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing over here.
You moving, sis.
So if I'm free, Okay, well, bye.
Okay, just like you said, as long as we can hear you, you good. Let's go.
Okay, we can hear you.
Y'all can hear me good. I don't know what y'all talking about. It's America.
We're talking about Athena now.
But y'all didn't even talk about the performers that was there. None of the performers that was there. It's the 50th anniversary. Girl, I ain't going back there.
Yeah,
I ain't going back to none of that. Y'all didn't even let Kayla Price tell that woman choose her words wisely and none of that. Y'all ain't following nothing we have wrote down out and set up to 5 o'clock in the morning writing down. Better yet, I'm gonna play it.
Yes, they did say something about the choosing the words.
And I'm going live because if you're crazy enough to come and threaten me, I'm gonna put you out there. Be really careful about telling me that I need to tread lightly if you're not prepared to back up what you say. Okay? I said what I said, and I can stand behind everything that I said. I was raped as a kid. I was also molested. I would never stand behind someone who is doing the same thing. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I said what I had to say about R. Kelly. He's in jail right now. I also said that I believe that that's where he belongs because where there's smoke, there's fire. But please, Miss Savage, you threatened me and you told me I should tread lightly. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. I have nothing to do with what your family went through. I wasn't around when y'all were around. I will never stand in the corner of a rapist. I will never stand in the corner of somebody who is violent towards women or children. But it sounds like a hit dog is hollering right now. I never said anything about your family. The statement that I made was about the industry as a culture, and I stand on it. Young girls and women, period, have not been safe in this business because they've been preyed upon. And people have known that girls that want a career, a lot of times, will do whatever is necessary to have one. Unfortunately, sometimes their parents want them to have one so bad that they will facilitate that process. Now, if that wasn't your mama, why are you worried about it? I never said I saw your mama backstage with you. Matter of fact, I actually didn't even say that I saw anybody. My exact phrase was, I never saw R. Kelly with underage girls. He never brought them around me. He never did anything like that around me. I said what I said. Be very careful. Don't start something that you can't finish, because I don't play that. You told me to tread lightly. I'm glad you said it, and I'm glad you said it openly. But if you're not that girl, don't make those kind of threats, because you might have to show up on it. And I don't think you're ready for that either.
Baby, let me tell you something. Miss Kelly did not play with that woman. She must have walked up, grabbed her wig, come out the side of her bed, grabbed her blouse, put a little comic on her lips. Let me tell you something, bitch. I said what I said, and don't come to me with no threat. And honey, she's from Atlanta.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, she a Christian thug.
In her day, you can tell she done whooped a couple of asses.
Okay.
We can tell she was gonna whip Shantae Moore.
I was just finna say that.
Yeah. So Kelly don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? So, because Kelly, you done talk with Kelly to tread lightly. So what if she don't?
Then she gonna have to see Kelly, or Kelly gonna have to see her.
You know, a lot of girls is out here sending threats now.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to Miss America. We're gonna go back to Miss America. They had the performers there. It was their 50th anniversary. They was all in gold and stuff. All of them was there getting their judge.
Tasha and Chocolate.
It was some icons in there. Hot Chocolate, Lawrence Taylor, all the older. So it was really good to see them and Cody Collins and all of them there getting their judge. You know what I'm saying? I live. And then they also had the first Miss America, Norman. They had threw Norman up in drag, y'all. And it's a crown up in.
It's a crown up in
there. They painted Norman up and pushed her out there. Norman won 50 years ago.
Yes, he did.
It was good to see
in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Watch Your Hat Saloon.
Watch Your Hat.
It was the Watch Your Hat Saloon.
Baby, at the
Watch Your Hat. Watch Your Hat Saloon.
Watch Your Hat.
Can I just say I'm a big Dominique Devereaux fan, and I was
talking about Athena. Who is Dominique Devereaux?
The lady from Dynasty.
Y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you.
We can now.
Yeah.
Who is Dominique Devereaux?
That's her name wrong.
She meant Jacqueline.
Jacqueline Devereaux. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jacqueline Devereaux.
Bitch, you hear me talking about from Houston?
Right.
I
love her to death.
I thought she was talking about Miss Dominique, girl.
No, Jacqueline.
Okay. So y'all had started talking about Athena St. Clair.
Athena.
When I first came up. So Athena, she's an activist for the LGBTQ plus African American and transgender community. She used every category in at the pageant to bring awareness to her culture. Her talent was about activism and Martin Luther King and Black rights and African American rights and all that kind of stuff like that, gay rights. As you can see, her presentation was an African theme, and she wore natural hair with a hair wrap and all that stuff. And some people criticized her for what she was doing. Some people praised her for what she was doing. Some people criticized her for wearing the wrap and the natural hair and saying that wasn't becoming of evening game. And so I applaud her for what she was doing because she took a risk, and she placed fairly well. And so she had made a post and she had said, of course, there will always be those negative Nancy's, but be true to you. Every system has its own rules, requirements, and it's not about changing those. It's about changing beauty standards and gay pageantry to accept different textures and styles. If the normal pageants can have winners who have buzz cuts, froze, and textured hair, why can't the drag pageant follow the formula that the pageant has placed, but make it work for you and who you are? And I agree. But it's up to them judges to accept that, It's up to them to accept that because I agree. If you're able to do it and you put it off in a nice way, why can't you judge as such? Because just like Miss Universe won with her natural color, and I thought that.
Well, you said she did fairly well, so they must have enjoyed it.
Yeah, but you have like the naysayers that will say different stuff about why she did it, how she did it, or the reasoning why she did it. Just like this young man, David Robbins, I think is his name, and he was making.
Oh my God!
You might be from Arkansas, and you might think that you have a political career, but in reality, your ugly heart will take you nowhere. And this was stuff that he was posting while she was competing. You can use BLM as your platform and have a dark, ugly heart. Doesn't make you a winner, makes you a hypocrite. So, and as you can see, it's during the pageant. Wait, go back. It's during the pageant because Dex, who eventually won the pageant, had shut down talent in between those posts. So, I think it's very disrespectful that someone would do that to a person that's competing in the pageant. So
that sounded personal.
Yeah, I would say it's very personal.
Very personal.
Are you talking about dark hearts and all that? Like if it's done something to you?
She didn't give him none. She didn't let him live inside of her.
Oh no,
girl.
So,
you could let him live inside you and they'll still portray you.
I don't know what And she's supposed to be running for some type of office in Little Rock. You know, I'm all for people who's trying to make change and say ugly things. Now I don't know if it was personal or whatever, but you know, from the outside looking in, it looks personal. You know,
it's got to be personal when you say somebody has an ugly heart.
Ugly heart, right?
So,
you know, I don't know. You know, they probably know each other from wherever.
Is that person Little Rock too, Dominique?
Yeah, she's from Little Rock.
No, I'm sorry, the David person. Is he from Little Rock too?
No, he's from Las Vegas. Well, he's in Las Vegas now, and from what I was, from what I understand, it's a personal story outside of the pageant. Even though I don't think it's fair to do that to a contestant in the midst of competition, but it was something not about the presentation at the pageant. It was a history of something, and he was acting out on behalf of that previous experience. That doesn't make it right, but I don't think it was
sounded like it.
Yeah, so it wasn't about, oh, I don't like what you're doing on stage. It was a personal thing.
Yes,
yeah.
With pageantry,
but I like Athena. Athena's a nice girl. I mean, but you know, we all have our things, but you know, but nobody deserves to be treated that way during a contest.
During an actual pageant.
Right.
Yeah.
What I did like that she posted, I do think pageantry needs to start pushing the envelope and getting out of what they feel is traditional and start taking more chances and more risks, because I get bored at pageant seeing the same stuff all the time. Like, I would have been excited to see her do that, because the girls just don't want to take the risk. And sometimes, you know, some things you might not get the crown, but it's worth the risk. And by her cracking the door, it's going to make somebody else open the door further.
What'd you say, Chevelle? No sound. Can't hear you. No, yeah, we can't hear you, Chevelle. But you know, but on that same note, though, I think that you know when you ask people to take these chances, are you on now?
She in and out.
Right.
Just like a raw thing.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I feel like if the contestants, the competitors don't do it, then don't continue to do it, then we will never know, and the judges will never be able to have the experience of opening their minds to it. And that's one of my missions as Ms. Gay USA, to, you know, to talk to the judges and to be one-on-one with the judges, to let them know that, no, we on a different thing right now. Drag itself is an evolution, and we have to be open-minded to whatever these contestants bring to us. Yeah, we have to judge them, but we judge what we see and not what should and could and, you know, should have been there and all of that. That stuff is played out. And you have to be able to communicate these things to these contestants.
I mean, but you know, but the other piece to that though is that you have some people that are so set in their ways in what they want to see that no matter how you try
can you hear me again?
We can hear you.
We can hear you, Chanel.
You're in and out, Merlene.
Yeah, you're still in and out. But until she comes in, I was just saying that you know you try to explain that to people, but sometimes they're so set in their own thought processes, they negate that information. So I think that the key thing that you have to do is start changing the people that you're putting on the panels.
Oh yes, oh yes.
If you want your pageant to go in a different way, you can't keep putting Miss Susie, who won in 1978, on the panel every year. Because Miss Susie is going to be set in her ways. So if you want things to be fashion forward or different people to view different types of beauty, then you've got to change the type of people that you're sitting at the table to judge these contests.
But pageantry has taught us one thing: you can only look one way. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times people don't understand, and like white systems about our ethnicity. If we wear our hair in a texture, a hairstyle, you know, it's not going to get a good score.
Girl,
as if a regular updo made with straighter hair would get. How do we change that narrative? Because not only do they not live for it, but we also have been taught not to love our heritage and what
yes,
how we present ourselves. You know, there's just a few amount of Black people that will cut the hair off and go natural or wear the dreads and all this kind of stuff, because we've been taught so long. We've been made to feel that that's ugly. Your hair is nappy. That's not a good texture. Straight. So, I mean, so how do we change that narrative, even within ourselves, to think that it's beautiful enough to even go across a continental stage or a US of A stage like that?
But you know,
I think you gotta have more people.
There's some judges signing.
That's what I'm saying. You got to change the people you're putting.
More people have to be willing to take the risk and know, you know, it's a risk. So you might win big or you might lose big, but doing true, you like, to me,
I agree.
When Kenya did Black America and she brought out a presentation with that bald head, that was like absolutely breathtaking to me.
Do you hear me? All night long, bald head. Then she put hair on and just ruined the whole mood for the night. But she went through that pageant, bald headed and blonde. It was the most sickening and beautiful thing that I had seen in pageantry in a while. Let's do something different. You know, no shade to that's out there, but let's do something different. And it has to be not only that, you know how we have these organizations and stuff. I think there should be an organization to help teach other races about our culture and about our heritage, so they can understand when an African stage that we're not all trying to be Angela. What's her name? Angela Davis. You know, everybody ain't trying to because you wear an afro. We wear an afro because it's beautiful. It's what our culture is. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have those conversations. We need to have those meetings about who we are. No one never really understood who we were in pageantry. You know what I'm saying?
Change does take
We
time.
can't hear you, Chevelle. She said, keep going.
I like Corey's comment, but I mean, the change is now though. The change is now, and people like Athena and April Rishin, who lives here in Dallas, who continues to push the envelope. I live for them. I live for it.
But you know, it's just so, I mean, you know, it's easier said than done when you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars and you're just telling somebody just to take a chance and take a gamble.
Right.
You know, because you spend all that money because you want to win. And if you're going in knowing that you're not going to be understood, you're not willing to take that chance when you have spent $10,000 to compete.
But when you feel like it's right, then you do.
Yeah.
If you feel like your look is what's up, then you going right on in there. Y'all gonna have to let me know I done went wrong. Because I'm
okay. So then that means but that means then when you get when they judge you based on their thought process, you took your chance, you stood on what you stood on. That means that you're gonna have to take whatever they said like a champ too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you gonna. I mean,
But that goes back to educating the judges and bringing them up to speed and changing some of the older judges out. You know, put some new fresh people on these panels and educate them that yes, in this pageant we can wear textured hair. You can wear bald hair. You should be judging on the category, the whole breakdown. If she want to have natural hair and it look nice, give her score. If her makeup look good, give her score. You got to change and break out of those ways from 1990 where everybody got had up to and the booty hair and all that stuff. So it's about
it's hard because of a standard and people expectations of you. You scared to take chances. And speaking of expectations, Baxter Braxton, who we know is very vocal in our community about stuff that he doesn't like. Okay. Recently they had a prelim in Tampa. What was the name of that prelim? Anybody know?
Sunshine State.
Sunshine State, MBU. And our new rulers went there to perform, and some things transpired, and Baxter made a live about it. And they are beautiful. He absolutely bashed them. He said things that, they're newcomers, they're this, they're that, they're that. They don't, weigh up to the standards of a Miss Black universe. And I know it's to you, Baxter, but we're going to talk about this. You told me to talk about this on our point of view, and here we are. Stay tuned. So I want to know from my panelists, though, how do you feel about, first of all, the contents of what he said about how the girls and the representatives look, and do you think it's fair for somebody to go live and rant about somebody that long and that harsh?
I didn't see the live, so I'm not really sure what transpired per se. But I stand by what I was saying in our group, that I just feel like people place these expectations on title holders, and they have a perception of what the title holder should be like, and how they should act and how they should look, and you should reign how you want to reign, and whatever you are, whomever you are, what you bring to the table should be acceptable. Why do you place these expectations on people that you probably won't even want to even put on yourself? And then you want to hold people to this standard. Yeah, we can hear you now. Good. I just feel like the way that title holders are treated is just unfair. Okay. And I don't think that it's practical. It's some of these expectations are unrealistic. Yeah. Because you're still a person, you're still a human, and we're all like. Even when I won Miss America, I was very new to drag. Even in that moment, I didn't know a lot. I bought the best of who I was in that moment. Don't hold me to a standard that you held Charity to, or any of these other girls. Let me be me. If you see something that is not acceptable, you can come tell me and I can make the adjustments, but don't hold me to a standard. Let me be my own individual standard. And as I grow and as I learn, I'll evolve, because you ruin somebody's reign when you do that.
You do.
And you make it so hard for them to even enjoy it. And so by the time it's time to pass the crown on to the next person, you're like, fuck this bullshit. I don't want to do this no more. Because you've had such a horrible time trying to live up to these standards of people that at the end of the day don't give a shit about you in the first damn place.
In the first place. That is so true.
My first
well,
6 months as Miss Gay Black US of A, it was the hardest, the most depressive, the most discouraging reign of my entire career.
Oh wow!
Because I was frowned upon. I didn't feel accepted. The only person that I felt accepted by during that time was my king, because it was like. And I felt the pressure of basically, why do we have this pageant? But I had to be a certain way. I had to look a certain way. I had to carry myself a certain way. It was more of a learning lesson than a reign. And but like now I feel different about it. But then I just wanted to go in the corner and cry. Anytime I was around US of A events, I didn't feel welcomed. It was really, really, really bad. And I get exactly what Dominique is saying, because it was like this standard that was over my head, that I had to be a certain way and I had to look a certain way, and I had to, it was hard. It was very, very hard.
I want to say a couple of things before we move on. One, I think we need to allow people a chance to grow, because everyone doesn't come to us at an A+ level every day. even when we go into a new job and we might be good in a certain aspect of the job, but it's still something that we're growing and developing in another aspect of the job. So I think growth is definitely one of those things. Actually, yeah. Secondly, I don't think I don't disagree with everything that I heard from the clip. And actually, do we have a clip to play before I move on?
Yeah, play a
Do
clip.
we have a clip of what he said?
When you go to Black Universe, when y'all go to Black Universe, what y'all go look for? We go look for fashion. We looking for the latest trend. We looking for the hot bitch, the bitch that's gonna turn it to give us some creativity, something new, and it's still fashion forward. The me. That's what I look for when I go over there. We ain't looking for the same bitch that done came through. Oh, she was clean. No. That ain't what they look for over there. They looking for the hot bitch in the pageant. The standard. And because you win on that night doesn't mean that that standard is not still there. The bar is still set high for anybody who wins. Give a fuck who wins.
Baxter, to your comment, Baxter, you can never hurt my feelings. I say what I say. You go live and you say what you want to say. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell y'all a quick story real quick. I remember somebody come to visit Atlanta, entertaining. I had a Chevy Impala. I picked her up and she was like, the guy in the car like, oh, I expect you to have a better car than this. I said, okay, no, it's all good. So fast forward, I fly to their city and they pick me up. The car they picked me up was so bad, I would rather got out and walk. But I say that to say this. People's expectations of you are bigger than the ones they have for themselves. You can tell people what you think they should do, but then when you look at somebody, especially Baxter, a person like you, I bet you weren't even dressed up, even looking nice at the pageant. You're a big pageant promoter. You go to these pageants. I bet you look like just a regular piece of man. You know what I'm saying? But your expectations of them is higher than the ones you set for yourself. That's your problem. I'm going to love on my community. It's mostly in the Black community because if I can remember, and Shavonna was Miss USA at large. I remember Shavonna going to registration one time. They had pictures. She had on stretch tights and her real hair pulled back into a ponytail. You know what them white people did? They still loved on Shavonna. Because you don't know what nobody going through. You don't know what their pocket has. You know what I'm saying? Your job is to reign. Be nice to people. I'd rather somebody be nice to me than to be overly sickening, because I've seen the overly sickening girls act like they're filthy rich when they're not, or they some type of celebrity that's unattainable. You know what I'm saying? So I say this, let a person reign how they feel, and especially Baxter, if you're not giving them any money, why does it matter to you? Cash App, I've been telling you, Cash App Giselle, because you want her to have different hair. Cash App Giselle. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Allow people to fall. If I failed so many times as a makeup artist before I got it right, now I'm sitting with the top of them. I'm nominated for awards for movies. I'm sitting with the best of them. But I failed 100 times along the way. And I ain't afraid to fall. And I'll fall as many times as I need to. Even now, if everything leaves me, I never get another job, I still find a way to come back because that's how I'm built. But everybody ain't built the same. See, everybody can't take your scrutiny. You know, that's for you. Somebody like you ain't never got nothing good said about. Go live with someone doing well. I'm waiting on one of your lives when somebody did well. Where that's at? Get yourself together. And then, and if you see such a big problem with them, then guess what? You help them out because you used to be a stunt girl, if I remember. I'm sure you still know your ways. That part.
Oh, I think we might have another video.
Giselle, you gonna have to do something about that motherfucking hair. I ain't get a chance to give you the whole business because we was pressed for time. You gonna do something about that motherfucking hair because we sick of seeing that goddamn ponytail. We not. Go look at your motherfucking ponytail the whole goddamn year as the ruler. That's what we not gonna motherfucking do. You gonna put some hair on this year. You gonna put you some long motherfucking hair on? It gonna be soft and motherfucking wavy? Bitch, your mug is on lock. I ain't got no problem with that. But bitch, you gonna put some hair on this year. Because I'm sick of the bullshit. And I don't know if your counterparts are not telling you, but goddamn it, your sewing is not Miss Motherfucking Black Universe worthy. Go put your shit on. You won the pageant? Bitch, show us why you motherfucking won.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And let me tell you something about this. Let me tell you this too. I like Giselle. I love Giselle. She worked every Monday night on a show with former MBUs. Naisha, the Empress of Atlanta. She worked with girls as big as Raquel and Stasha. These girls are huge in the business. They have approved because she's still working there. They approved what she do. She won that pageant being a simplistic girl. Every time she's come to that pageant, she's been a simplistic girl. You understand? So what's different through her reign? We need to, in our community, I feel, we need to come together a little more, love on our people. And if I see something I don't like about a girl, because I've cashed up girls before to help them get garments. I've bought fabric for them. I've bought hair. Because if I have a problem with it, I got more than mouth. I put my money where my mouth is every time.
So this it's such a touchy subject for me because my child is MBU, and I think fashion and clothes are subjective. You know, if they were late, now that's something that you should be on time for.
Yeah,
like
I agree with that.
that you being late for something that's unacceptable. In clothes, that's something that's an easy fix to me. Hair is an easy fix, clothes are easy fix, but we have to give these people the opportunity to grow.
Absolutely.
And see how they will be this October when they give it up.
But it goes back to
I can tell you, I've been around MBU for 20 years, like every form from Jasmine to now, and a lot of people have had some problems during their reign. So
Absolutely.
The standard that we set, these people don't come in as that standard. They grow into that.
They grow, absolutely. And they're gonna get it. And they're gonna be fabulous. And we're gonna make sure of it. Because I know I'm buying some fabric and I know I'm buying some hair because I'm gonna make sure they right. You understand? Let them.
So
and look, let's not talk about, I'm sorry, one more point. We want these people to be so sickening, but like I said, they're not giving no money. Ain't nobody stunning like they used to back in the day. So many girls too done went to jail being fabulous and they reign. And as soon as they get it tied up, there's some Chanel handcuffs waiting on them to go in, to sit next to Baxter Braxton. You know what I'm saying?
I went to jail I'm one.
Being fabulous, being fabulous for the community who won't send you $5 if you go to jail.
They sure won't.
I went.
That's why
USA sure did. Trying to be fabulous.
But I mean, if she's a simple young lady, she's just that should be okay. She shouldn't have to. If that's who she is, why should she have to change?
What you think?
So Oz is a former MBU. So what's your take on it?
Please.
I have nothing to say about none of it. We'll just see. Like you said, we'll give them a chance.
Damn.
Will you offer help if that's
so as a
I actually have offered help before she even ran for the pageant because I worked at Nordstrom department stores and there were like things that would come through like beaded dresses I could get really cheap, and I've actually gotten things and reached out, but I guess maybe they weren't to her liking or maybe she didn't want them or whatever. So I have tried to help prior to the reign, but like you all said, I agree with everything you all said.
Can I say something?
Maybe.
Hey, girl, your hand.
Okay. But I don't know what she had on or anything like that. But my take, this is how I feel. When you finally win Miss Black Universe, I think everybody that finally wins have studied the system. They have studied the reign. They have studied everything about being Mr. or Miss Black Universe.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like whatever they do when it comes to being a representative, they will be doing it to the best of their ability because they already know how our community is. You should be on your P's and Q's because we already know how our community is. I don't have a problem stepping my game up.
But you should want to.
Right. Right. I don't have
Automatically,
a
you
problem.
should want to be your best.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you fall short,
I don't care what I'm doing to put that crown on when it's time to come out as Miss MBU, Miss Gay Ray, anybody. I know I have to look my best at all times, whether I'm coming out of the hotel room, whether I'm getting in somebody's car. I'm coming out as a representative. I don't know what she looked like or anything. I'm just making a general statement. As Miss Black Universe, I know whenever I run, that's why I haven't ran yet. Because I know there it's a certain way that I want to compete. It's a certain way that I want to win. And when I reign, I already know how I am going to reign. Period.
Okay.
You don't believe that? Okay.
No, I believe that. But that just goes back to you've watched, so you know.
Okay. Like I said, give people a chance. And if somebody wear a ponytail all the time, ask yourself, is it neat? Is it smooth? Is it presentable? Because go ahead.
I was about to shout out Miss MBU Grand because we have Miss India. She looked nice at the prelim.
Yeah, well, that's expected. You know what I'm saying? She's been in the game a long time. She's did a lot of pageants. She's reigned nationally.
But what makes her different from them? They have the same national title. What makes it different?
I didn't say it was different.
I didn't say she was different.
But no.
She has more experience. She has more experience. That's a lot of experience, and that's a lot of money. You know that.
But you don't get experience when you do the pageant 5 times.
Well,
you didn't, and you watch all the other 4 girls that came before you, and you didn't. They didn't have those mishaps. So I'm just saying.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And let's be real. Black Universe is getting back on a groove because it was on a sliding slope at one point. So when we talk about the pageant and what the standards are, there weren't no prelims for a minute. You know what I'm saying? All these girls had issues. I've seen many people not at their very best as a queen, you know. So they get back as Universe grow back to its momentum. I think we should allow them time to get up to their momentum. I'm not saying that they shouldn't up their game. Of course, that's a part of being an entertainer. You have to up your game because our Black community, again, is treacherous. They are going to beat you down to nothing, okay? When I look at somebody like India been corn. India been wearing feathers. Feathers is for games for her. That's sport. That's sport. I expect nothing less from India. Now, when we look at Yahim and Giselle, like I said, she worked on the Monday night show. They knew that was the kind of queen that they was going to get, a more simplistic queen that had a more simple approach. It's always room to grow, y'all. That's all I'm saying. It's always room to grow. Some people have more experience than others. I mean, check this out. When we looked at what's her face who won Continental Elite, she had never won anything. I mean, Continental Plus from Florida. What's her name? Oh, y'all don't know.
You should. You talking about her.
You should have got a 60 interview.
So with Trent,
Darcel Stevens. Darcel Stevens. That's what I'm trying to say. Darcel was not polishing at her best as Miss Continental Plus. And I'm sorry, not even that night, only talent and her question took her higher. They still loved on her. They still did what they need to do for her.
Well, okay, as a national, but this is a national title. This is a national pageant. You don't think they shouldn't already be there?
No. Anybody can win. Anybody can win that night.
Now, okay, so I agree and disagree.
No one brings a resume. No one brings a resume and a tape of all their performances and all they look to interview. Who does it?
So I do believe anybody can win that night. However, when the system has been around for 30 years, you know what you're getting into.
Yes.
So certain things, we don't have a lot of wiggle room because you know what you're getting yourself into. So you know that you're going to be scrutinized because the same people that praise you and will share your promo pictures will be the same people that will tear you down. So you have to perform for these people because you want to perform for these people on stage. You want people to like your picture.
Always on.
And these same people are going to tear you down if you don't meet their expectations. And sometimes it's hard, it's unrealistic, and sometimes it's not unrealistic. When you got 4 months to get ready for 2-3 months to get ready for a prelim, be ready for the prelim. Be on time.
Let me ask this one question. Though. Every former universe has been on, missed, and missed every former.
No, I mean everybody have a growing pain.
Okay, all right, okay.
So, let's move on to, because we'll talk about that, but this is just a general topic I'm throwing out. Can you be friends with somebody who is brutally honest? Like, if Bax is my friend, can you be friends with people that don't just be honest with you and tell you when you are great, when you're not?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Yes, I do too.
Me and my best friend is brutally honest with each other. Shout out to Monica. We are brutally honest. We don't.
My crew, that's what they're about.
But I think you can be honest without hurting somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
Being honest doesn't mean tearing somebody down.
Right.
It's all in the way that you communicate whatever it is that you're trying to say. Because if every time I talk to you, you making me feel like trash, then no, I don't want to be friends with you.
Can you hear me?
Because if that's how you do me, then you're not a friend.
Right.
Because a friend shouldn't make you feel bad.
Bitch. Over it. We're gonna go to commercial break. We'll be right back.
You don't got shorty shaving your gooch. You're not really doing much. I'm just saying.
JESUS.
All right.
Hello? Is this Jesus? Swear to God. So listen, are y'all hiring up there? Like hiring, because there's a lot of people out here judging people like that, y'all. So I was just wondering if y'all was like sending little people out here to do y'all. No? Oh, well, my bad. Tell my mama I said hey. All right, bye.
Y'all, we outside. What the baby said? If we Miami and Mineral, we didn't win.
And that's all I want.
I get the same thing. So you want to try some calamari?
What?
Calamari.
I don't want that. What in the hell is that?
Octopus.
Oh, no, hell no. I like puss, but not octopus.
You know what OG stands for?
Original gangsta.
Gangsta.
Okay.
Look at us, gangsta.
Yeah, gangsta. yeah. I feel so good about that.
Original gangsta.
Praise the Lord.
Are we back? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Finally.
Oh my God, child. I'm like, I'm so over tonight. I don't know what to do. Y'all just don't know. I've been having a hard week, period. But yeah. So y'all was talking. We finna move to one more last thing before we go, because y'all was talking about that. But Baxter did say something else, and this is what he said. Yeah, get that.
Giselle, hit me down there. Oh, I forgot. Per her contract. Y'all you can't be doing that, because we all know Giselle is an aggressive tranny. Now, you just said on your live you don't like aggressive trannies and titties on your back. We sisters now. What's going on? Now, somebody gonna tell somebody lying.
Hello.
What is with Giselle and Yaheem?
I don't know. It's it's some out there because yeah, like Yaheem boyfriend had made a post, and this what it was. I'm glad I'm back now because y'all done talked about all of that. He said, "I'm gonna beat Giselle and Yaheem up.
God.
Just watch." And what tickled me to death is right up under. Brian said, Brian said,
Now, what Giselle are they talking about? Barbie or Russell?
Barbie.
Okay.
And so, you know, I don't know. It's something going down over there. I don't know what's going down. But
they all look so good in that picture, Coco. Whoever put those pictures together, that was nice.
Oh, well, you're welcome. you know, I am the producer. Coco just pressed the button.
No, don't do me like that.
Hey, Coco. But look,
Coco.
Some must be going on, but some is in the water. We had just talked about Yaheem not liking the girls and this, that, and the other. But Giselle had posted something about telling lies to just try to sleep with her child, and then I bet on everything you want to show our text or DMs. Okay, I'm done. Good morning. I want to see those. That's what I want to see. But so, child, you know, but I always say this. When you put yourself out there on Facebook, that opens the door for a whole lot of people to have a lot of opinions about what you got going on in your life.
So true. So true.
So you can't get mad when people come and say things about what you post, because you put it out there for people to have their opinion about it. And especially when it's a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And it's something happened today that I can't even get to it because of what we got going on. You know, you don't just put your relationship out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? At what point would you say, because you 2 days ago, you probably said, I love you.
Right.
And if you love somebody, you wouldn't do or say the things you do to that person on Facebook.
That's true.
And y'all try to do these things to hurt each other. But you also put everybody else in your business.
Mm-hmm.
And give us something here to talk about on our point of view. But what I do want to say, you know, you can't threaten people either. And sometimes you gotta act out on your threat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kelly Price just told that woman that.
Tread lightly.
When that woman told her to tread lightly, Kelly Price just said that. You know, so you can't be going around here saying what you gonna do to people, because guess what? They might react before you do. Because you already put it out there what you're gonna do. Yeah. And at this point, when you threaten somebody like Giselle,
you got so many people behind her.
Baby, look.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to think about certain things, and everything don't warrant a fight.
Right.
Well, and I think, you know, sometimes people just be acting out of emotion in the moment, and you don't necessarily.
I can most definitely say that's what my grandchild was acting out of emotion.
Yes,
he didn't mean any of that. It was just in the spur of the moment. He was going through whatever he was going through at that moment, and he just spotted it out on Facebook. But he did not mean it. He would never go up to Giselle and do anything to Giselle behind something that somebody else chose to do, whatever they was doing. He wouldn't.
But see, the thing about it is,
he was just alone and just burst it out like that. But he would never do anything to her. Never.
And that's a good thing. Too. But what about the people that don't know that about him? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And might see him somewhere and they love Giselle, you know, because she's from Florida. And I can tell you, Giselle, like she ain't rap title damn self. You know what I'm saying?
Live in Texas now? Does she live in Texas now?
She by state.
Okay.
But you know, you can't. I just don't. I didn't like that, you know. And if you want to say what you want to say it to her.
Yeah.
You know, and that's for anybody, but that's how I would handle things because I don't spew stuff on Facebook about how I feel about what I'm going through. But y'all clowning here my damn self, and I call my friends, you know, because I got to get this out.
But you know what, Chevelle?
Anything?
I hate that Yaheem made that post that time.
I do too.
Because this is overshadowing his reign. It's gonna be a little cloud over his reign the whole entire time because people feel so many different ways. I really hate that post came about. I hate the live came about because now it's almost hard to come back from. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I really
and that's
hate
what,
that.
like, people have to be careful what you post on social media. That's why, like, I don't post nothing about my personal life on social media. It's all just I don't post my personal feelings on anything on social media. And you know, sometimes people do things that you be like, "Oh, why you do that?" And that's not just him, just celebrities, anybody just be posting like, "Why would you post that comment?" But I think it's a learning experience, and you grow from it.
Yeah.
And you move on, and everybody needs a chance to redeem themselves. I'll put it that way.
Look,
So,
I need one more.
Out of there again?
No, there she go.
I'm right here. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Look, well, being that I am on this thing, so I did get the thing. So I don't know why, but every Tuesday night when I wake up on Wednesday, it always be something. And I finish the show on Tuesday night so we can have something to talk about on Wednesday. So, but I always have to go back and revise it. And because some came up today, and I was like, what's going on, you know, with the boyfriends down there in Atlanta? And I'm like, why are y'all down here acting a fool? And y'all done put all of this. This is what I was talking about. This stuff right here, and you put your business out on Facebook.
Oh my God! I was like,
you know, this the kind of stuff right here that I'm talking about. But then, you know, if somebody bring it up, they'll say we miss for discussing it, but you put it there. Yeah. But then y'all might even be back together. Yeah. You know, so why would you do stuff like that?
Yes,
people be acting out of emotion all the time. It's too emotional.
Baby,
it must definitely be out of emotion.
And many people haven't learned to be to not deal out of their emotions.
And I got it. I probably feel that way because of the simple fact I wasn't raised in the social media time.
Yeah.
And I know how to navigate that.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that I feel, I don't take it to social media.
Right.
And that's with relationships and friendships, all that kind of stuff.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Business, all that. People put everything they get ready to do, they put it out there. Oh, I'm finna speak this into existence.
Hey, Giselle.
Hey, Giselle. Shout out to Giselle.
Hey, Giselle.
The Barbie baby.
What she say, honey?
She said, hey, loves. We were just speaking.
Hey, loves.
Shout out to the Queen Giselle. You looked beautiful at your photo shoot the other day. And you know, just to be mindful of stuff when people, you know, putting stuff out there and doing stuff like that, especially like in relationships and all that kind of stuff like that. And then y'all gonna be back together next week. But you to put out how what your piece and did in bed and all that kind of stuff like that, and all that
situation.
Because it's out there.
It's rude.
It is rude. Shout out to them though. We're sending hidden powers for people feelings and emotions and stuff because we move pretty fast in this gay community. We meet somebody a week or two, by the third week we boyfriend, and we go so fast we ain't really learn the person, what they're about, who they're about. Is they credit good? Do they like to work? You know, will they shit on you? Whatever. We haven't learned enough about them to even say we are that much in love. So my word is take y'all time in these situationships. learn the person, learn the man, so you can see if you really that's somebody you really want. So you won't have to make those posts.
And try until
when
everything got done.
When you're in a relationship, sometimes you might get horny and hot in the moment, and you're not ready. You have an accident. It be like and a oop. So
Girl, get out of here.
Say and a
yeah.
So,
yeah, my oop.
It was an oop moment.
But if it's just a little bit, I'm gonna keep going.
Damn.
You gonna keep all that on your ding-a-ling?
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, I'm gonna keep going. That's what relationships do. I mean,
what's up, Carlos?
If somebody ain't shitting on you while you fucking, y'all ain't in a relationship.
Oh,
what? Neil, you went too far.
Look,
Neil.
Look, now y'all want to cut up.
Neil, you go too far with that one.
Now y'all want to cut up.
It's one thing if this is our first time and you shit on me the first time. Oh, now I gotta call you shitty booty to everybody because you prepared for this. This is our one night only situation.
But what if y'all ain't prepared for that? You met them at the club,
right?
It's still you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't be having sex if you're not prepared the first time. If you my boyfriend and I just got
give me a couple of minutes, baby.
That's what I said. You shouldn't. That shouldn't be a first time thing. Now we together and we looking at TV and we just get in the moment. I'm like, hey, okay.
Let me tell you something. But still, we can't act like that ain't no shit tunnel now. We fucking a booty. That ain't no real pussy. That's a shit tunnel. You gonna bump into some mud sometime.
Oh,
I'm like Brian. No, I'm like that. But you guys, it's time for us to go because y'all know every night after this, I gotta go to the boom boom room. But listen, I'm telling y'all this. I'm finna be straight up and straightforward with y'all. We're off next week because I am moving, and so I move on the 1st. And I need to get my juice together, and I can't stress myself out because after tonight, I'm really stressed out. And so we will be off next week, and we will resume week after next. But I thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. If you want to advertise with us, please advertise with us and hit me up, and we will definitely get your dish on over and get played and advertised here. If you want to donate to Our Point of View at $OPOV 2020, please do so. We do accept anything, y'all. Dollars, $5, $10, $20, because we're trying to produce a farewell, not a farewell show, but a finale show, so we can have a live finale show and get a live audience. Shout out to Trinity K. Bonet, who is going to be in Vegas. So y'all go see Trinity K. Bonet in Vegas. She's going to be there from I think February to June. Is it?
Oh wow!
Or something like that.
Congratulations.
So please go check her and Jada.
I was hoping to join her.
Is in it also. And also congratulations to Dexter winning Miss Gay America. She's the 50th Miss Gay America. Congratulations to her. And also Malaysia Black and Ashton Valentino. They won their prelims to NBU this weekend.
Congratulations, y'all.
And so yeah, we try to put this this finale together this weekend. I mean this weekend in June or July. So any donations that y'all make will go towards that, and we really appreciate y'all for supporting us here at Our Point of View. Child, you know, technical shit happens, but hopefully we'll be better next week, and everything will be all right. And week after next, because I'll be the guy moved. I ain't got to worry about no internet setup and all that kind of stuff and working it. So if I'm live tomorrow, it's because I'm live and trying to make sure everything gets all right this week. But thank y'all so much. Thank you, Trent. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Aja. Thank you, Dominique. And always Kenny and Portia. I appreciate you ladies for coming in and sitting in. I'm so glad y'all was here.
Thank you for having me.
And before we go, I want to give a big happy birthday to our panelists and friend and sister, mother, cousin, uncle, Auntie
Trey.
Necole Love Dupree. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Necole.
So y'all give her a big shout out and show her some love. So happy birthday, Necole. We love you.
Happy
and
birthday.
We will see you all in 2 weeks. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Love y'all.
Love you.
Ooh, honey. I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. I gotta go. 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 If I tell you the kids had came in and tuned in tonight, baby. Yes, they did, honey. I hope y'all got y'all juice, cause guess what, baby? I got mine. I can tell y'all one thing. Y'all better tune in next week, baby, for the next episode of the Boom Boom Show. I gotta go. Honey, I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. Baby. Ooh, honey. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.